Hallelujah.
All right.
Oh, most gracious,
Most gracious.
most gracious, most gracious Lord. No the voice like that can peace afford.
All right.
I need your, come on, y'all. I need thee. Shout out. Shout out, y'all. I need thee.
Abram put his trust in the Lord. And because of this, the Lord was pleased with him and accepted him. The faith of Abram. The 15th chapter of the book of Genesis, verses 1 through 6, we find the words of our text. A long time ago, the Middle East was the heart of civilization. Tigris-Euphrates Valley, or Mesopotamia, was a thriving section of the world. And there were many people ganged up right there in that valley. Well, there was a man by the name of Abram who lived in the city of Ur. And he received a message from God saying to him, leave. Just pack up and leave. Imagine somebody walking up telling you where you've lived all your life and all your friends are here and everything that you know is right here in town, and somebody come along and say, leave. Leave? You know, it looked like something else ought to be said there. Like, you know, is IBM hiring somewhere? You know, something ought to be said beside leave, you know. Who's over there? AT&T? You know, but leave. Just leave. Leave all your friends behind. Leave your family. Just leave. Take off and leave. Without any discussion at all about what your prospects are. Just leave. And Abram said, well, Lord, I understand what you're saying, but one other thing I'd like to know, where am I going? You know, at least what direction am I leaving in? He said, to a land that I will show you. Will show you. I'm not going to describe it to you. I'm just going to show it to you. I'm not going to give you any kind of brochure or anything. You just go and I'll show you where you're going. Don't bother about trying to get no triptych. Just go. You know. Just go. You know, you don't need a map. You don't need anything. Just go. I'll show you the way. That's how God works. If you go on in his name, he'll show you the way. But I'll show you where you're going. That old boy went a long way, and he got to this place, and the Lord said, you see all of that. Just look all the way westward to the shores of the Mediterranean Sea, southward to Gaza, and northward to the great Mount Hermon, standing on the border of Lebanon. So you just go there, and I'm going to give you all of this land, all of it. It's going to be yours and your children. And Abraham said, you just used the words there. You said children. Lord, I don't know if you thought about it, but I don't have any. 75 years old. So you said, my children, I don't have any. The Lord said, I'm going to bless you. I'm going to bless you too. He said, but you don't seem to understand this thing. I don't have any children. And the only heir that I know of to my property right now is a slave born in my household. I ain't got no children. The Lord said, I didn't say slave. I said, your children. Your children. Lord, I'm 75. Huh? And my wife is 65. I don't see no point. I don't understand this children thing. He said, don't worry about that. Took him outside at night and said, look up. He said, what you see up there? He said, stars. Count them. And Abram started trying to count the stars. He said, I can't count them. There's too many stars for me. I can't count them. The Lord said, well, you're not going to be able to count your children either. Your offspring will be like the stars in the sky. Another time he said, count the grains of sand on the seashore. Right? You can't count that either, can you? He said, that's the way your offspring is going to be. You're going to be the father of nations. Talking to an old man, you're going to be the father of nations. Abraham just said, I don't know about all of that. But anyhow, Lord, if you say so. Right. If you say that, that's what it'll be. I know. See, whatever God says, it's going to be, no matter how ridiculous it might sound. God has said some things that by human reason were completely out of the question. God says stuff like that. Well, your children are going to inherit all of this. And Abram said, well, Lord, you say so. And so he told him, I'll tell you what you do. Now, you just go ahead. And this is your land, but I'm not going to let you stay here. I'm going to have you to leave so your children can come back to the land that I have given them. And now you don't worry about the details. I will take care of the details. I think we spend far too much time worrying about the details. God tell you to do something, you don't have to worry about the details. Just go ahead and do it. Yeah. Lord, you know, I'm thinking on this thing. I'm trying to get this thing together. The Lord said, you don't have to get anything together. Now, if you're worrying about how to go, I'll tell you what you do. You take one foot and put it in front of you. Just put one foot in front of you. That's all you have to do. Everything will be taken care of. Where you going? Old Abram did it. And this verse that we just read, to me, it sums up the whole thing. It said Abram believed God. That's all. God says something to you, you don't have to do anything but believe it. You believe it, he's able to bring it about. Just exercise faith in God. This translation says he put his trust in the Lord. All he did, just went out and put his trust in the Lord. So many times when the Lord calls us, we can't trust the Lord to take care of it. We got to work out all the details ourselves. We got to have every station out there alerted that we coming. We got to have a trip ticket in our car that tells us where every rest stop is on the highway. Y'all read a triptych? Tell you where every rest stop is on the highway. You know, you you get in the strain, you know where to stop. We have to have it all laid out. But when God says go, I'm not going to give you a triptych. I'm not going to give you the map of the area. He just says go. And if we believe God, we'll do what he says. Well, you see, the Lord says go, knowing fully well that he will not let you go by yourself. Understand, he said to Moses, go to Egypt. Moses said, I can't go there because I'm a fugitive from justice. They've been looking for me in Egypt for 40 years. And the Lord said, I still say go. And then when you get there, don't let the authorities have to look for you. You go to Pharaoh himself. You go tell Pharaoh, tell the king that I said, let the people go. Tell Pharaoh, yeah, all the people in Goshen are my people. Tell Pharaoh, yeah, Lord, yeah, Lord. Tell Pharaoh that the Lord, I am, good God, I am, that I am. Tell him I said, let the people go. Oh, thank you today. When the Lord calls, we must answer. When the Lord sends us, we must go. Yeah, Lord. Yeah, Lord. Yeah, Lord. Heal. God is Lord. Heal. King of kings, heal, Lord of lords, heal, yeah, 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 yeah. Trust him. Just trust him. Just trust him. I don't know what your problem is today. Just trust him. Some of our people this morning lost a dear one in their family. All they got to do is trust him. Trust him. Trust him. Trust him. Trust him. Trust him. He'll raise a bow down here. Trust him. He'll give ease to your troubled mind. Trust him. Oh, trust him. Make lame men walk. Trust him. Yeah. Trust him. Able. 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 Abram trusted him and just followed his word. Everywhere that he went, the Lord gave him one more assurance. Wherever you are, I'll be with you. Wherever you are, realize you're never walking by yourself. Yeah! 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 Friend in trouble, doctor in a sick room, lawyer in a courtroom. Yeah! He's still in business this morning. Doors of the church are open. Still in business this morning.